Hi folks, today in Hedgehog Nation we're going to talk about what you should know before you buy one of these little guys, so stay tuned. Welcome back, I'm Ken, this is Hank, and this is Hedgehog Nation, and today we're going to talk about what you need to know before buying a hedgehog. So hedgehogs are exotic pets, so what you need in order to treat your exotic pet is to find a vet that treats exotic animals. They're not easy to find. You need to do your due diligence, but they are there. So I'm sure not every small town is going to have one, but the major cities you're going to find two or three, and they're a little bit expensive. I'm not going to lie, they're a little bit more than a normal vet, depending on what you need done. But again, if you put away a little bit of money, like anywhere between 50 to say 100, 150, 200, you should be okay. These guys do tend to get sick. They're prone to some illnesses, but most off, they're fine. Normal checkups and that, just routine, just like you would for any other animal. Saying that, these guys have a lifespan between 4 and 7 years. Some have lived longer. I've heard some live up to 9 years. But usually between 4 and 7, so keep that in mind, especially if your teenager has one and they graduate and go off to college. Chances are you've just been nominated as the caregiver for their hedgehog. What you got on you? Just notice you got some furry. There. So yeah, they are solitary pets. They like to stick to themselves, so you need to handle them every day. And when I mean handle, take them out of the cage, hold them. My daughter has a thing called a snuggle sack. You can put them in there and hang out with them. You see their little quills? Well, they're not little, they're little. That's their defensive mechanism, and they can be uncomfortable. Not going to lie to you. It takes a little bit of get used to them, but it's just like anything else. They become uncomfortable, and once they get used to you, they'll lay down their quills, and they have underneath on their belly, it's all soft fur, so you'll be fine. Again, just a little patience, a little handling every day, and you should be fine. These animals like the warm. So warm climate, anywhere between 72 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 to 27 degrees Celsius. That's the perfect temperature for these guys. They're comfortable in that temperature. Try to keep it for sure above or 72 or above, because you don't want your little guy to try to hibernate if it gets cold, because in the wild they do hibernate, but you don't want that to happen. So again, 72 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Another thing with these, are you going to come out? These little guys, they are messy. Not going to lie to you. I was amazed of how much poop and pee these guys have on their little running wheels. And I don't know why it is, but I guess when they're active at night running, that's where they go. They can be litter trained, but usually their wheel gets dirty, and when their wheel gets dirty, that means their little feet get dirty, so you got to give them a little foot bath, which is no problem. Usually Hank gets a foot bath once a week. Usually gets a bath once a month, and when you give him a bath, you can use the Baby No Tears shampoo or body wash, whatever, just a little dab. You don't have to put a lot, because they have sensitive skin. You don't want to dry out their skin. So make sure you rinse them off good, and you'll be fine. These little guys, for treats, they like treats, which you have to buy at your pet store, or you can grow yourself, or farm, I guess. And what I'm talking about growing and farming is mealworms. Hedgehogs like mealworms, superworms, they like crickets, they like live insects. You can buy them at your local pet store, but you can also learn how to farm your own mealworms too. Hank's a big fan of mealworms, and he likes green pepper. They do like vegetables. There's some vegetables. If you go to hedgehognation.com, I do have a blog about the food list of what hedgehogs eat and what they shouldn't eat. Again, that's on my blog. I started a blog up, hedgehognation.com, and you can find that there. Another thing with these little guys is you hear people talk about cages. Recommendations for a hedgehog is 4 square feet they need to explore and be in. I've heard people getting those Tupperware bins, and I've heard people with 2-story cages. We have a Living World extra large cage, and it seems to be perfect for him. It's not overly big, but it's enough room for him that he can run around, he can play on his wheel, he can play with his little toys. He has a dig box, and he can, just wander around his cage a little bit. So keep that in mind. I mean, you get what you can afford, and then as long as you keep them out or take them out during the evening, you should be fine. Then put them back in during the night, because like I said, these guys are solitary and they're antisocial. And the best time to hang out with these guys and bond is during the evening, because they sleep all day, and then during the night they're just active, go, go, go. And that's the way they were in the wild, right? They go looking for food, exploring. So again, bond with them usually during the evening. They get pretty cranky when you wake them up during the day, trust me, I know. He's not happy right now, but he's just hanging out, he's chill. So a couple more things. With a hedgehog, it's like any other animal. You want to make sure that animal's suitable for you. So if you went to the pet store or the Humane Society or whatever looking for a dog, you went to pet that dog or a cat or whatever, and it tried to bite you or growled at you, chances are you're not going to buy that animal. Same goes for a hedgehog. Go to your pet store, go to your breeder, whatever, pick up your hedgehog. If he balls up and hisses and puffs, and it's hard to pick up, chances are it's going to take a little while. And when I mean a little while, it could take a week, could take a month, could take 3 months for him to get used to you. If the breeders did their job and had the hedgehogs out and handled every day, they're going to be pretty friendly. They'll open right up to you. You should have no problem. Hank's a little different. It took us a while because he was a rescue hedgie. He was in a pet store that closed down for a few days, that they just left him there. So I'm not sure the whole backstory, but it took my daughter at least a month for him to trust her and open up to her, and so she can just pick him up at any time. With me, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. But he's getting used to me. See, you can hear him off, but he'll ball up. And see how he puts out his little quills like that? But he'll settle down right away. One big thing before you purchase a hedgehog, and this is a big one. Hedgehogs are illegal in some states in the USA, or USA, I guess. I'm in Canada, so. But yeah, in the USA, I believe it's Hawaii, California, Washington, Georgia, and the 5 boroughs, as well as Pennsylvania, I do believe. So make sure that before you purchase a hedgehog, you're not moving to one of those states, or your kid's going to college in one of those states and they want to take your hedgehog. Now, do they enforce it? I'm not sure, because I don't live there. I'm not sure if it's enforced at all, but I know it is illegal. But yeah, so those are a few things that you should know before buying a hedgehog. If you have any questions, I want you to zip over to hedgehognation.com. Again, that's a blog where I started for all new hedgehog owners like myself, trying to figure out these little guys, because they are cute and they are friendly when they want to be. He's not happy right now, but he's getting used to me. So again, thanks for joining us. This is Hank, and I'm Ken. And again, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. We're a new channel. We're going to start putting out some more videos, one a week by the looks of it. So yeah, thanks again for joining us, and head on over to hedgehognation.com, and we'll see you next week. Say bye, Hank.